Tyreek Hill is done and possibly his entire career is over. Karma finally hit him. I'm going to explain to you why karma hit him and why he possibly deserved what he got. We're going to go over his entire timeline of issues off the field, including the domestics, the alleged stuff. I'm only going over stuff that has been made public and why I dislike this player wholeheartedly, okay? And again, hold your comments till you actually hear what he's done in the past fully. I'm going to go over the entire timeline. Also, the latest fantasy football news and notes, and of course, the waiver wires at the end here. At each position, we're going to go over that, okay? So we're going to start with the latest news and notes. We're going to talk about the Tyreek thing, and we're going to go over waiver wire here. If you're new to the channel, smash it, tap it, slap it here, guys. Hit the thumbs up, and drop a comment below. After I go over the timeline of Tyreek Hill and what he's done, do you think that it was, karma got him? I want to know in the comments below. He's got a dislocated knee, season done, 9 to 12 months to heal that. Do you think karma got him? Also, very, very important, do you think he's going to play ever again? I want to get your feedback on this. I want to make this interactive. Don't just dive in and say, oh, you're celebrating injury. I'm not celebrating nothing. I'm just telling you the facts. I'm just telling you what has been made public about this guy, and everyone's got an opinion. That's my opinion on this, on his character, on him as an individual, based on what he's done. You guys can be the judge as well. Again, I'm just giving you straight facts, okay? So let's get to it here again with the latest news and notes with, guess who? Breaking Brad.
We now have breaking news.
Here we go. All right, it is Waiver Wire Week 5. We are getting to a lot of stuff. There's a bunch of guys to pick up, which we'll get to at the end here. But let's go through the news here. We already talked about Tyreek Hill, which we're going to get to his entire timeline here on why karma got him. But RJ Harvey impressed in multiple roles. Finally, we're talking news here. Rushed 14 times for 58 yards. Brought in 4 of 5 targets for 40 yards. Now imagine if Dobbins was gone. Can you imagine the breakout potential here if Dobbins was gone? We saw this with Hampton. We saw this with Omari and Hampton. As soon as Najee went down, he started to shine. So, it's just crazy how these better talented players are hindered by other guys ahead of them, okay? T. Higgins, team high yardage total in loss, 6 targets for 32 yards. And hey, Jamar Chase busted big time. Big time bust Jamar Chase. All he had is 5 of 8 targets for 23 yards he caught. That's it. We're talking the 1.01, who I told you would decline this year, and to go running back. Hey, this is what I'm telling you, man. You guys got to listen. I spit nothing but facts here. So Jamar Chase, bad week. Cortland Sutton was the leading receiver Monday Night Football. Not bad. 5 receptions on 6 targets, 81 yards, and a tutty for the win here for the Broncos here. And hey, Bo Nix, man, finished 6th amongst quarterbacks in fantasy points. Pretty impressive for my man, Bo Nix, who threw 326 yards. What do you have? 2 touchdowns and an interception. A good fantasy night out of Bo Nix as well. And I'm telling you, man, it was a decent matchup. Don't give up on Nix. I think he's going to be great all season, okay? Also, again, we talked about this. Malik Neighbors out for the entire season, unfortunately, with a knee issue, I believe. Hey, listen, it happens, man, but these wide receivers are just falling, dropping like flies. Jamar Chase not performing to level he has. Jefferson not performing to the level he's supposed to. Malik Neighbors out. Tyreek Hill out. I mean, hey, there's tons of wide receivers you can get later, but how about Emeka Egbuka? I told you to draft him. He's absolutely crushing it. So anyway, that's it for news here. I just wanted to kind of highlight those things. And again, Tyreek Hill's the big injury there, which we'll get to right now. Okay, so let's talk about Tyreek Hill. Was it karma? I want to pull up the timeline. We're going to go through all of his off-field domestic stuff. I think this is important to note because I see so many people not celebrating, but, oh, prayers up for Tyreek Hill. Hey, listen, I care about Hill's injury as much as he cares about my injuries. That's how much I care about Tyreek Hill's injury. Does it suck that it happened to him? Sure. I mean, sure, he's a human. It sucks. What can I tell you? But at the end of the day, man, once I go over the news here on what he's done, you guys make the decision here. You guys be the decision makers. Okay, let's pull up his timeline here on his domestic and off-field issues, and you guys be the judge, because some people may or may not know this stuff. So I'm just raising awareness on what is public information. I'm going to link the article below as well if you guys want to read it for yourselves. Okay, so let's go into Tyreek Hill's timeline. I asked ChatGPT as well to give me the Cole's notes on this as well, but I'm going to read you some of this stuff. So let's go back to 2014. And well, Joey's a changed man, really? Because it's continues. So we'll get to that in a second. We'll go to the most recent stuff as well. So a couple months of his season at Garden City Community College, Hill chose to play Division I football at Oklahoma State in 2014, but he would only play one season for the Cowboys thanks to his arrest on domestic charges, okay? So his girlfriend, Crystal Epsinal, was 8 weeks pregnant with his child and told police an argument late night. They had an argument late night, December 12, 2014 at Hill's Stillwater home and escalated to violence. Epsinal said, again, it's all allegedly, she was choked by Hill, who punched her in the stomach and the face, still in pain, her stomach. She said she was concerned about the baby. Hill spent the night in jail and the next day was charged. So he was actually charged with felony domestic assault and battery by strangulation. That day, Oklahoma State announced it had dismissed Hill from the football and track programs. Okay, so let me give you a condensed version of this according to ChatGPT, just so we're talking about this. So college 2014, arrested after argument with pregnant girlfriend, choked her, punched her in the face. What is this? Punched her in the stomach and face. He was charged with felony domestic, dismissed by Oklahoma State football and track, pleaded guilty in 2015, sentenced to 3 years probation, required anger management, batterers intervention program. So there was guilty plea and probation. That is confirmed in 2014. So, hey, okay, so that's that. You guys heard it. Go back. I'm going to link it to the article below. And you guys can just feel free to copy and paste the article into ChatGPT and ask them to give you the Cole's Notes point form of what I'm reading here as well. But right there, I mean, that's not a stand-up character from what I've seen. Well, Joe, maybe he's going to be a better person. Maybe. Let's see what else happens here with Tyreek Hill. Let's move on here, okay? And okay, so let's keep going here. So then there was the draft controversy. Now, let me give you the Cole's Notes on this one here. Now, when it comes to draft controversy, it was obviously after, what happened, right? So they said that basically there was, he was not invited to the NFL Combine due to domestic, listen to this, guys. He was not invited to the NFL Combine due to domestic violence case. 5th round, number 165 by Kansas City Chiefs. He had public backlash. Many fans were upset with selection. Hill admitted, I did something wrong. Fans had every right to be mad. So basically taking ownership for what he did. Fans were upset. They're like, why are you drafting this guy? Guy's punching people, right? Why are you drafting, the guy's punching people. Why are you drafting him, right? But I guess the Chiefs took a chance on him. And so there's that draft controversy that I want to talk about. Okay, let's keep going down the timeline here. What do you guys think of Tyreek Hill so far? Stand-up guy, isn't he? Right? And I'm being sarcastic here. Then this is where it gets interesting with the Tyreek Hill child abuse investigation. So let's talk about this. On March 15th, 2019, the Kansas City Star reported Hill was under police investigation for battery involving him and Espinal's 3-year-old son. I guess they had a kid, so the kid survived, thank God, who suffered a broken arm. By this time, Espinal had become Hill's fiance. The Chiefs said they were aware of the situation, but allowed Hill to participate in team's offseason program in April. The investigation led to Hill and Espinal temporarily losing custody of their son. Not good, man. This is not good. So district attorney announced that neither Hill nor Espinal would be charged with child abuse, but that crime had occurred and the investigation remained active. The DA could not prove who did that to the child. So again, we had him kind of admitting essentially what he was wrong with the first assault, right? Did the anger management. It was obviously something had happened. And now they're kind of like, now he's in the NFL, right? Like he's a star, right? And all of a sudden now they don't know who broke the kid's arm. That's what I'm reading. So let me read the Cole's Notes on this one. So police investigate after Hill's and Espinal's 3-year-old son suffered a broken arm. Neither charge, insufficient evidence, temporarily lost custody of child suspended. So I guess the Chiefs suspended Hill indefinitely. NFL investigated, ultimately no suspension. So, okay, so it says, that's what the Cole's Notes are saying here. It says suspended indefinitely. I guess they were saying that, but then ultimately nothing happened. Released audio where Hill told Espinal, you need to be terrified of me too. So I guess there was released audio of this. You need to be terrified of me. Investigation happened. No charges or NFL suspension was the final outcome of this here. So yeah, man, that is not good. at all. Okay. Um, Hill, and then there's a quote here, I guess, from this guy here. A portion of Tyreek Hill audio with Crystal Espinal. What do you do when a child is bad? You make him open up his arms and you punch him in the chest. And Hill says, you do use a belt. That's sad. Hill said, even my mama says use a belt. Okay, so I don't know what's going on. I guess there's quotes here. And Espinal says he's terrified of you. Says you need to be terrified of me too. B-I-T, you know what that word is, don't you guys? So you need to be, he's basically telling you need to be terrified of me too. Now, I believe this was confirmed. Anyway, so we're seeing multiple things here, okay? This is not just a one of, maybe he had a bad time, he punched somebody in the stomach, and maybe it was just a one up, right? But now we're hearing, like, this is what's going on here, okay? And I encourage you guys to share this with Miami fans and everybody so people get the full story on what's going on here, okay? So, when we move on from that, and there's all this, again, go read all this stuff here about this. It kind of runs deep, okay? And then Tyreek Hill assault allegation settlement. Apparently there's a settlement here. Let's go here. On June 20th, 2023, the Miami, what's this here? Let me go back to the timeline here. There's too much I can't keep up with. Oh, I guess this is the whole marina thing. When is the marina thing happening here? Where did I miss something here? Okay, we had this thing going on here. And then assault allegation set. So I guess there's a settlement here. He was accused of slap. Oh, okay. So this is a marina incident, I believe. So there's assault allegations here on June 23rd, 2023. The Miami-Dade Police Department released a statement announcing that Hill was involved in an altercation at a marina in Miami Beach, Florida. So you get another altercation here, okay? He's accused of slapping an employee in the back of the head following a disagreement. Now, I believe I saw a tape on this where actually we saw the slap. I have to go back and check. Let's go back in a couple years. So yada, yada, yada. It says, and then the Hill's responses to the captain, I can buy you and the boat. I'm number 10 of the Miami Dolphins. So again, ego here, right? The alleged victim also claimed that Hill's associates offered him $200 following this incident. So apparently, allegedly, he slapped this guy. And then he's like, yo, I'm Tyreek Hill, but let's make this go away. I'm going to give you $200. Miami-Dade police investigated the alleged assault and battery, but announced on June 21st that they are declining to pursue charges against Hill. So I don't know what happened here, but I'm guessing the alleged maybe got paid more than $200. The victim retained the right to pursue criminal charges through the state's attorney office. Okay. Eventually, Hill reached an undisclosed settlement, there you go, with alleged victim to prevent that. And that August of 2023, the NFL announced that it would not punish Hill latest off-field mishap. So again, it's that ego. So again, the Cole's notes on this allegedly slapped the marina employee after dispute. His group was fishing illegally and boarding boats without paying. So that was the context, right? They were fishing and basically, just entry boats because he's Tyreek Hill, right? He could do whatever he wants. He says, I can buy the boat. I'm number 10. No charges filed. Reached undisclosed settlement and police report. So there you go. Got away with it yet again, flexing his money and his fame to get him out of that. Okay, let's keep going here, man. Let's keep going because I think there's some more stuff going on. Then, what's this broken leg? Oh yeah, so then there's this whole thing with this broken leg lawsuit. I don't know if you guys heard about this one here with Sophie Hall. So here's the story. So on February 27, 2024, it was revealed that Hill was facing a lawsuit from Instagram model Sophie Hall, who claims that Dolphins receiver broke her leg while she participated in a football drill at the mansion. The alleged incident occurred on June 28, 2023, just 8 days after Hill's altercation at the marina. This is just 8 days after him allegedly slapping somebody, right? And probably paying him off, right? Because he's Tyreek Hill. He's number 10 of the Dolphins, right? He's allowed to do what he wants, board boats, fish illegally, and slap people across the head and assault people. Apparently that's fine, right? So then the Sophie thing happens. So let's give me the Cole's notes on that. Hall claims Hill got angry after she held her ground, allegedly charged with crushing force and fractured her leg. Hall had surgery and ongoing pain, active lawsuit, civil case. So again, a civil case, no major charges, probably paid her off. Go read the article. So that was another thing, right? So guys, I don't know about you, but this stuff is adding up, okay? Let's keep going here. And then there was the detainment, the infamous detainment here. Just hours before a 2024 Dolphins season opener, Hill was detained by police outside of Miami's Hard Rock Stadium, for driving violation. A bystander caught the arrest video where Hill was seen in handcuffs with multiple officers. So there you go. You guys all remember the video. If you guys don't, he was basically pulled over, and apparently it was cited for reckless driving. So they pulled him over with proper reasoning, right? It was like, okay, let me pull this up here. So he's pulled over outside the Hard Rock Cafe. I'm reading the cold notes, escalated into a verbal altercation, and he was basically cited for reckless driving, right? He was placed in handcuffs and then released. So the main thing, I guess the whole controversy here was that, and I saw it, he was not coming out of the vehicle. He was just not coming out of the vehicle. So they asked him to exit the vehicle. They knocked on the window. He had his window. He didn't even want to roll his window down. This is a concern for anybody. If an officer pulls you over for reckless driving and you don't pull the window down and it's tinted, obviously I would think, and again, I'm not law enforcement, but I would think if I'm law enforcement, I'm asking you to do something, right? You allegedly broke the law. I would ask you to roll the window down. And if you're not rolling the window down, now I'd be concerned for my safety because I don't know who or what is being, they didn't know it was, I don't think they knew it was Tyreek Hill, right? They just saw a blacked out window tinted, right? And they're like, there's somebody behind this vehicle, roll the window down. If someone's not complying, they're obviously it's going to escalate the situation. Whereas Tyreek Hill should have just complied. And again, is that ego getting in the way. So again, just craziness here. Just something that should not have been escalated if you just absolutely listened. All right. And then he made it about like race and all that. Like, dude, he goes, I'm just being a black man. That's it. I'm just being a black in America in a nice car. And then the officer says, we're dark too, brother. We're people of color too. Don't play like it's special. So again, playing the race card here, like it's crazy, dude. You should have just complied. Like this has nothing to do with race. I don't think they even knew who you were. Okay. Those are my thoughts on that. Let me know what you guys think. Okay. And then there's more domestic stuff happening here. And then this goes on, a lot of drama about his whole being pulled over. So finally, here we are now, right? Tyreek Hill investigating NFL investigating Tyreek Hill's domestic violence allegations in early September 2025. There was a report that NFL investigating a recent accusations of domestic violence made against Hill. Tyreek Hill's estranged wife is alleged in court filings that he committed domestic violence, which a Dolphins receiver denied. Okay, according to documents, Keita Vaccaro alleges 8 separate incidents of domestic violence. Okay, so there you go. 8 incidents of domestic violence, allegedly. So there we have that. So there you go. That in a nutshell, I mean, I don't know what else to tell you. I mean, there you go. Allegedly, I mean, based on his previous track record, maybe his ex-wife is right. I don't know. Maybe, and then maybe he's going to pay her off too. I don't know. But bottom line is, he dislocated his knee and people like, prayers up, Tyreek Hill. I love Tyreek Hill. Oh my God. Like, dude, the guy's not a good guy. I mean, 1 thing, 2 thing, 3, like, come on, man. Like, there's all coincidence. And I think players, not just Tyreek Hill, have a way of making things go away. Okay? That's all I got to say on that. Let's talk here really quick here on some waiver wire pickups as well. Let's go through that. Man, oh man, let me know below. Is it dislocated knee karma or is that enough? Should he be in jail for some of this stuff? It's crazy. I think he got away with a lot. Let me know in the comments below. Love to get your feedback. But these are facts. You can go check the article below. Everything I stated was based on public information. All right. Some waiver wire pickups here, starting at the quarterback position. I'm going to rip them off here for you. Marcus Mariota, Tua Tagovailoa, possible. Jackson Dart is the quarterback to pick up this week. Okay, just pick up Jackson Dart if you got him. There could be some upside there. Carson Wentz had a good game as well. Another pickup as well. Okay, Cooper Rush if Lamar sees extended period of time of being hurt. Looking at the running back position, the running back to own, I think he's owned like 50% of the league's rostered, 54% rostered, is Woody Marks. Now, I was telling you guys in 60 rounds to pick up Woody Marks on all rosters. Make sure you guys grab him. Woody Marks, you definitely want to consider grabbing him. Opportunity for running back 1 is there. I mean, there it is, right? Sean Tucker, Tampa Bay. Kenneth Gainwell, I have no confidence in this guy. Sucks. Years to wows, we're not wild. If you need a running back, why not? There could be something there. Tajay Spears is coming back. Chris Rodriguez had a mediocre game, but it is a committee there in Washington. But Chris Rodriguez at the running back position as well. Xavier Scott, not really sold on him out of Minnesota. I think he had like a touchdown, but that was, I think, a one of. Not going to get excited. Imari DeMarcado, I think Benson's still the guy, but they did use him at the goal line near the end of that game. Could be something there. And believe it or not, Blake Corum getting some work if he's available on rosters. Make sure you grab him. And this is really annoying. You're going to hate this, but Tyler Algier as well, a consideration. He is getting work, believe it or not. Okay. Moving to the wide receiver position, Darius Slayton with the injury to Malik Neighbors. You got Romeo Dobbs if he's available in your league. Just crushed it, looking like the wide receiver one in Green Bay. Ilick Iomanor, Marvin Mims. You got Isaiah Bond in Cleveland, Malik Washington, Luke McCaffrey, all good options there. Now, tight end here, Mason Taylor, a good option here. Dalton Schultz. Theo Johnson and Jake Tongs could get a lot of volume as well. Kittle injury in San Fran with Jake Tongs, and Theo Johnson there is going to get some work there with Malik Neighbors being out. And also Darren Waller if you really want another tight end. Brenton Strange, all other good options there at the tight end position. That's all I got for you guys for Waiver Wire. If you have a specific question, drop it below. Let me know what you guys think. But man, oh man, it's been crazy. Let's go win. Week 5 fantasy football is here. Go out there and crush it. I got a Start and Sits episode coming to you this week as well. All right. Subscribe, thumbs up. Have yourself a great day. Karma for Tyreek Hill. Let me know. I think he deserved it. Let me know in the comments.